the big thing, the biggest thing that we'll be doing is talking about God. And so back when we were conceiving this event, you and I were talking about, hey, what theme would we want to do if we're going to do a new gathering? And we kicked around a couple ideas, and then we settled on God's Greatest Pleasures, which is a riff on, I think, it's probably my favorite Piper book. I don't know if it's one of yours, but it's one of my favorite books, The Pleasures of God. You've got it right here. You've got one version. You've got an older version. When did you read this? What did this book mean to you?
Okay, so I come across Piper through hip hop. If you heard my story before, it was through an artist who used some of his Roman series in his songs. And immediately I go to the bookstore to go find out who this guy John Piper is. I pick up Desiring God. I'm one of those people who are excellent starters of books and yet have to go get another book to start it also at the same time. So I'm excited. I get this Desiring God book. I run back to the bookstore. I pick up Pleasures of God. And I get through the first chapter and I put Pleasures of God down because I didn't have any type of category in my mind to understand what John was talking about here. And I remember the day that once I worked through Desiring God, my favorite Piper book is God is the Gospel. But working through a couple of his other books, and I opened up this book for the first time with a renewed energy to work through it and to get to this first part where he quotes Scougal, right?
Yep.
The worth and excellency of a soul is to be measured by the object of his love. And that just created categories. Boom.
Yeah.
Now we have to get into this to figure out what he means by this and how this is going to fit into the phrase of him being glorified in our satisfaction.
That's great.
Right. So it started off with, I don't know what this man is talking about, to having to work through some categories and build structures in my mind to go back to it and to be able to get through it at that point.
That's good.
Yep.